Let me tell you something. That's good. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wambui, and on this channel, I talk about self-love, beauty, and I share some lifestyle hacks to activate your inner creativity. In case you didn't notice, yeah, some things has changed. So today's video is a chatty get ready with me. I play dress up, okay? I love playing with my makeup, and I just wanted to do a little something Valentine's Day inspired. And yes, girl, just because you're single or in a relationship doesn't mean that you can't celebrate Valentine's Day for yourself, honey. So that's what I did. I talk a little bit about my journey with my hair, some of the reasons that have led me back to being bald-headed again. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I get distracted very easily, so I'm gonna put everything I'm using in the description down below. That way I don't get distracted trying to explain what I'm using or how I'm using it. I do have 2 glasses of water here. Here's my first glass. My goal is to finish this before the end of the video. And then I've got my other glass here as well. And on the account that I finished drinking both of them, I'm going to celebrate by popping bottles, baby. Bow, 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 bow. I've got this sparkling strawberry daiquiri. It's non-alcoholic. I just wanted to celebrate. Okay, so I have not washed my face yet. I took a shower last night and I don't feel like washing my face in the morning. And that's up to you if you like to do that kind of thing, but I'm not doing all that because I'm gonna be washing my face again anyways, because I'm not gonna be keeping the look that I'm putting on with y'all for our date later tonight. This is just for funsies because I felt like dressing up. So I'm starting off with toning my face. Woo, that feels so good, y'all. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and I'm going to moisturize. So I love dressing up. I have never been the type of girl who like does dress ups or like the girly girl. I've never been the girly girl. And I think this is probably why now, like me doing this and like doing my makeup, especially on Valentine's Day, that's so on brand with my healing my inner child, because I was such a little tomboy growing up. I grew up with a lot of boys. Most of my cousins were boys. I just was very tomboyish. And my mom used to like make fun of me and be like, girl, you're not one of the boys. Get it together, sis. And now I'm finally getting to enjoy my femininity. I'm just now coming into my young adulthood. So I am enjoying just being able to pamper myself and just kind of like play dress up, sweetie, okay? I personally believe like just because you are in a relationship and just because you found your other half, even though you're not really empty because the real other half is Jesus, just because, you know, you found that person, that doesn't mean you neglect yourself. And I know in the beginning of the relationship, I definitely was codependent. So I am happy and proud to say that your girl is an individual person now. And for Valentine's Day, because he's at work right now, I'm playing dress up and getting cute. I saw this trend on TikTok and I wanted to try it so bad. So here we are. I did not wet my brush. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the water that I'm supposed to be drinking to wet my brush. Don't judge me, darling, but go ahead, judge if you want. I don't care. Let's drink most of this and then whatever I don't finish, we'll use. That should be enough for wetting the brush. I know if I get up to go, I'm gonna just find something else to get distracted with. So we're trying to minimize that. Look at that. It literally just soaked up all the water that was in there. Perfect. Shout out to my mama for getting me this cute little crop top. I think the first time I tried to wear it, I wore it backwards and I was getting so frustrated because I thought this was the back and the back was the front because of the way it was cut. And then right now I put it on and I was like, oh, but the shoulders are still not really staying on my shoulders the way I feel like they should. So if you notice me adjusting, I apologize. My mic is on, so hopefully it doesn't get too annoying for y'all, but if it does, again, I'm sorry. So little story of how I ended up cutting my hair. I know in the title, I kind of blamed my husband because why not? But it's not really his fault, but it is, but it isn't. Why is this not coming out? This was unintentionally intentional. I've been wanting to cut my hair for a really, really long time. And this isn't the first time that I've cut my hair. This time, it kind of just happened on accident. I kind of just rolled with the punches. The first time I shaved off all of my hair was when I was a senior in high school. I was 16, 17, I believe. Yeah, I think I was 16, 17. I am gonna post a little picture here of me and my bestie in high school when I had just shaved my head. Honestly, at the time, I was such a rebellious little girl. I mean, I still am pretty rebellious. It's more of like F the power, you know? I'm a very anti-society, do what you want kind of a person, and I really didn't like being told how I should present myself, if that makes sense. When I was younger, would get a lot of compliments when my hair was a particular style. And I know this isn't something that's like exclusive to only me. I know a lot of black girls go through this, and I got a lot of compliments anytime my hair was straight or was long or was in braids. And so the rebellious person in me, which honestly I feel like is just teenage angst, was like, nah, bump y'all. Like, I don't need y'all to validate me. And so the reason why I cut it was honestly just like a F you to everybody who thought I looked pretty a certain way. And mind you, this was like a very trying time for me. I had just moved out of my mama's house, so I was just going through it. And I think it was also just like a Britney moment, honestly. You know, like your girl was going through it, and I think I felt like I didn't have that much control over my life. But what I did have control over was how I wanted to be perceived. And when people's perceptions of me didn't match up with the person I wanted to be inside, that's when I was like, y'all gotta go. I don't need y'all to tell me that I look pretty with long hair or nothing like that. So originally that was the reason why I had cut my hair during that time. And honestly, like moving out at 16 was really, really hard. I kind of just was going through it emotionally, but honestly, teenage angst, like everything was so dramatic back then, girl. Like, I mean, I'm still very dramatic. Don't ask my husband because he'll tell you that. So I'm not even gonna try to like humble myself. I'm a very dramatic individual. And so the most dramatic thing that I had to respond to people complimenting me was to cut it all off. Duh. And at the time, like, I think I was trying to just find ways to self-express myself in a way that felt more authentic to the person that I was trying to be inside. Mind you, I was 16, 17 girl. I didn't know who I was. I was just doing it because I knew it would make me look different. It would turn heads. And honestly, like, I was a drama queen. I still am very much a drama queen, but I was wilding back then. I remember actually going to the barbershop with the homie Ilya. I think I had asked him to take me to where he used to get his hair cut, and I'd gone with my best friend. And honestly, I think it was just like a spur of the moment. Like, I don't remember like planning it out. It was very much like, I want to cut my hair, so I did. And then afterwards, I think it was, no, I'm lying. I didn't go like completely bald-headed immediately. I think I transitioned into it. So for a little bit I had a mohawk, and I remember my friend and I would go to the barbershop and get like cute little designs and stuff. And girl, I was doing the thing back then, okay? I can't tell if that happened before or after. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, high school was a trying time. So I kind of blocked out a good chunk of my childhood just because it was very traumatic. And also I'm very dramatic, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to think about it. So out of sight, out of mind. So I can't actually like accurately say that I shaved my head bald-headed completely before or after the mohawks, because I know that by the time I got to college, I did have a mohawk. And I had my hair in that look for a little bit. And then I also do remember having just the center of my head long. Like, I had the fill and lil cut. Here, I'll put you right there. Yup, I had the fill and lil cut. I actually really like that one. My other best friend tells me about it all the time. She's like, girl, that was a look for you, sweetie. Because I used to do that, and then I would like twist the top part with like different colored yarn. Oh man, I was about that life, man. I would get piercings like every other day. I've gotten the septum ring. I've had both my nose rings. I've had this pierced. I've had my tongue pierced. Yeah, your girl is kind of just really into body mods. I kind of want to get a tattoo on my head this time. I know my mom's gonna kill me because she hates tats, but sorry, mother. I don't know, we'll see. Going back to the whole, like, it was tied a lot to my identity and me wanting to have some sort of control, which honestly is not that off par with being a teenager. I think teenagers are just, man, teenagers scared the living F out of me, man. Like, and everything is so intense and it feels like the end of the world. And honestly, for me, like, I would hide away in a good book, or I would just like do my hair. I didn't have that many negative responses to me cutting my hair the first time when I was a teenager. So I think that kind of motivated me right now as an adult to kind of be like, you know, that was kind of a look. Like, cut my hair so many different times that eventually I was like, okay, I need to commit to one look. And so I had told myself I wasn't gonna cut my hair again. I wanna grow it out. My friend and I had gone through like this natural hair care, you know, big chop aesthetic, and we was like, okay, we're gonna like stick to this look and we're gonna grow our hair out. And she actually ended up cutting her hair and dyeing it, and I've been like really obsessed with that too because I think that looks so good on her. And I remember when I was in high school, there's this guy that I was talking to, may he rest in peace. He, again, because I am who I am, would tell me, he's like, you know, you look really cool if you like cut off all your hair and dyed it blonde. And I was like, I ain't finna do that. You ain't finna tell me what's hot. I don't know why I was so like anti people's opinion. Like, I've never been, I was like, don't tell me, no. It wouldn't even have to be a negative thing. Like, I'd just be like, no, I'm good. Like, girl, he wasn't trying to tell you what, he wasn't trying to control me. I was just being extra. So when I seen my girl cut her hair, I was like, you know, hold on. Anyways, I was like, you know, she might be onto something. But I was like, no, I told myself I wasn't gonna cut it, especially after that conversation. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep my hair long. I'm gonna try to grow it out. I'd had so many dreams of me growing my hair out and having it like super long. I have a whole Pinterest board of me having, well, not of me, but of like hair inspos. I mean, it's cute or whatever, but honestly, like, there's a couple reasons. Like, back then, I guess I'll do like a then and now. Back then, it was very like a rebellious thing. Like, I cut my hair because I was like, I don't need y'all telling me what you like about me. I'm gonna do what I want. It was me trying to like self-express and have an identity. Britney moment, because your girl was going through it. Teenage angst and everything. But now, like, I had wanted to cut my hair. I've been like, literally every time I had the craving, I would call my friend and I'm like, girl, talk me out of cutting my hair. She's like, no, don't do it. And every time I tell my husband, I'm like, if you ever see me with some scissors, take them away, because I told myself I was going to grow my hair out. And so I feel kind of bad because I didn't follow through with that, but I'm also very proud that I'm able to do something that I want to do and not force myself into something that I clearly don't want to, if that makes sense. Like, I do want to have long hair and all that great jazz, but I've noticed that I literally was just hiding my hair all the time. Like, it was either my hair was in a protective style, because that's what, you know, you're supposed to do when you grow it out, or you're like low manipulation, so you just kind of keep it hidden away. My little sister has beautiful long healthy hair, and I've noticed that she just kind of sticks to one style and leaves it at that, and that's why her hair has grown so much. I don't have that kind of patience, y'all. Like, every like week I end up just being like, nope, I want to change my hair. And I know that that's why like my hair eventually went and just got still. Water break. So I was like, okay, I wanted to lock my hair, which is another thing. Like, I cannot commit to locks because I like to switch my hair up too much. And as much as I love getting braids and doing all that, I noticed that like I was not being able to fully express myself and my sense of style and fashion because my hair was constantly covered. I think because I struggled with my femininity for so long, I felt like I could only be feminine with long hair. I could only be girly if I had long hair. My hair, it was just very frustrating. And I remember I actually went to a trip to Kenya and I got my hair straightened for the first time. It was cute. Your girl was out here whoop whoop whooping, and I was like, yes, honey. Okay, I guess maybe I can stick to this whole long hair, don't care situation. But hold on, where's my concealer? Let me zoom in for y'all because I want y'all to see this. Okay, too close. Back up. Here we go. My auntie took me to my hairdresser that used to do my hair when I was a little girl, and I was like, ah, it was so cute. And she straightened my hair, which was like the first time I had to ever straighten my hair. The only thing is, we didn't really take any precautions to like protect it from heat damage. So I had gotten it straightened and I was like, okay, that's cute, I like it, I wore it. But then we went swimming like 2 days later, and my hair obviously reverted because it wasn't relaxed, it was natural. And so I washed it, and I think it's just like, sorry, I'm opening up this package. I think, and this is no shade, but I noticed that natural hair, the way it grows out of our head, is not really celebrated the way like in Kenya specifically, the way it is here. I might be wrong because I was only there for a few days, okay, a few weeks. So it's not like I'm a local and I'm just, you know, I'm talking because I know what, like, you know, how it goes down over there. But from my personal experience, that trip alone, I felt very much like, oh, I needed to have my hair straightened in order to be deemed presentable, because the way I showed up off my airport at the airport, they was like, girl, you didn't put a comb to that. Like, it was funny, but also like, you do realize that's how it grows out my head, right? And actually, funny story is at the airport here, the lady, one of the like security ladies, she like came up to me and was like, oh my God, I love your hair. And she was a black lady. And I was like, see mama, you see, cause she was trying to get me to like do my hair before we go. And I was like, no. And I love that my mama don't make me to do nothing I don't feel like doing. So she was like, okay, and I'm just warning you, they finna talk about you. And sure enough, they talked about me. But it wasn't like anything negative. It wasn't like they were being toxic or anything like that. I think it's just like the culture there and just those expectations. Like the beauty standards are a little bit different than what I'm used to here. So here I'm very much like baggy clothes, tomboy, don't really care. Or anything like that. So when I had gone to get my hair done, they were like, oh, this is it. This is the style. This is the vibe. So I got it straightened, went swimming, and then they took me to the beauty shop literally the next day and then pressed my hair again. And when I tell you the smoke, y'all, there was so much smoke. And it's not like, you know, they had put heat protectant or nothing. So I was like, I didn't really care because I was like, I mean, it's just hair. So I wasn't like really pressed about it, but I noticed, I was like, huh, okay, that's interesting. And I didn't notice that my hair texture changed or had heat damage or anything like that until I got back. Because a little bit after that, I got my hair braided in these gorgeous, like booty length braids, knotless braids. And so mind you, my hair had just been pressed twice. And it's never been pressed before. And now I'm wearing these knotless braids, and it's not like they were light. Them bitches were, excuse my language, they was kind of heavy. Like they were a little heavy. And so I was like, man, I'm not really tender-headed, but my scalp is starting to hurt, girl. And I was like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. And even the lady was like, ma'am, are you sure you want to make them this long? Because the technique that we're using, we're just adding hair to the end, you know, for the knotless braid aesthetic, and that's just it's gonna get heavy. And I was like, no, it's fine, like it's okay, it ain't that big a deal, I could do it, it's fine. So of course, me being stubborn, I was like, just put the thing on my head, okay? So she did, because she, you know, she's a stylist and she be doing what she need to do. So she hooked me up, girl. I was walking around swinging them babies left and right. And then for some reason, like a week or two later, I was like, yo, my head is hurting. I don't really feel like my hair is, or like my scalp is really having as much fun as she should be. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and chop them a little bit. So I trimmed them. Oh man, I messed that up. Let me do this real quick. So back to what I was saying. So eventually I was like, okay, maybe I should go ahead and just take the braids out. So I took the braids out, and then I actually did record a natural hair care routine for y'all, okay? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna show them how I'm finna handle this whole situation. Excited to try this out. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do the do. And I was like, all right. The hair was not, it did not look cute. I'm conceited. I got a razor. Oh, I should have probably cut this prior to putting on the lipstick. Oh man, because now it's gonna dry. It's okay, we'll start that over. But anyways, I eventually took the braids out, put my hair in a little protective style, and in the video, I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave it on for 6 weeks. So I was like, okay, that's doable, we could do that. I've never really done it in my hair for that long. Usually it'll be like 3 weeks max. There we go. I'm gonna reapply the lipstick just because I feel like it's already dried up. I'm gonna put a lot. Moment of truth. We tried. Let's try that again. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Let's see. You know, I'm just gonna have to draw the babies on. Much better. Yeah, I'll take it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use some of my red powder to kind of like make the color pop a little more. But yeah, after I took off those braids, I took them off and I was like, ooh, let's see how my hair looks underneath this here protective style. See what we did. And when I tell you, I was so irritated. I was like, what is this? Because I wetted my hair, and usually my hair, like I have 4C hair, like 4C, 4D even. And my hair was like loose curls in the front. And I was like, I don't think that's supposed to do that, ma'am. I don't really feel like that's supposed to look like that. Well, what I'm finna do is I'm finna trim my hair. And mind you, while I was recording the little video for y'all, I was like, I'm gonna cut off any hair that I notice is not staying or like not responding to water the way it should be. So I ended up just like, if I saw any dead hair or any curls that were like damaged for sure, or strands, I just chopped them off. And the crown of my head had always been an issue, like a problem area for me. And so I've noticed a lot of my hair was actually like very, very thin right around here. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trim it. But like the front of my hair and the back of my hair was clearly like long and like healthy, but like the center of my head was just not doing it for me. And I'm gonna zoom in again because I don't like this angle. And when I tell you there was like 3 inches of hair, like maybe that much hair on the, like just this part of my head compared to the rest of it before when I put my hair in the protective style. So I was like, okay, I mean, it is what it is. It's just some hair. Again, I'm gonna keep it covered. I'm trying to do the right thing. You know, I'm gonna keep it covered and leave it alone. Nobody's even gonna notice. I'm gonna be wearing wigs and stuff like that anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I ended up going ahead and trimming some more. I just kept getting lower and lower and lower, and eventually I was like, I may have gone a little bit too far this time. But yeah, your girl just got a little bit too happy with the scissors. And the second time, I was like, okay, maybe I just need to like step away from it, take a little brain break. Speaking of brain break, let me get a water break. And I was like, man, I really feel like I messed up. One of the reasons why I wanted to cut my hair again was very much because I wanted just something edgy and cute and different. And I felt very trapped with the hairstyles that I was forced to do because I was on my natural hair care journey. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just like cut it a little bit lower, and that way I can still do like the cute designs that I wanted to do. So I wanted originally to do like, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's like the dye where you dye your hair and you can like dye different patterns and like make it really pretty and cool. And I was like, yes, that's what I wanted to do originally. So I was like, okay, this is just might be God working in my favor because he knew my heart wanted to do this. So maybe he's just giving me a little outlet for it. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna cut it too low. I'm just gonna like low enough to where I still have enough hair to dye. And I could not see the back of my head, so I went ahead and I just like was like just cutting, and then eventually I remembered, oh, because I was using scissors, I was like, maybe I should use the razor that I had gotten from a friend. So I run to the garage, I find the razor, and sure enough, I was like, yay, this is perfect. This is clearly God ordained. He wanted me to do this. So I get a little happy and I start just zoom, cutting the sides and everything, and I was like, okay, we doing something. And then I was like, hey babe, can you get the back? Because I can't see. I told him I didn't want this cut because I was like, this is staying with me. She's been with me for a while. She's staying. But the rest of it, you know, we can just trim her down. And the reason why I was more comfortable with doing it now is, one, I feel like at this stage of my life, I kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm just ready to just explore different parts of me and not really like hold back and not do it because I'm rebelling and not do it because, you know, I'm going through it. I want to just do it because I think it looks cute. So I was like, you know what? It's just hair. It'll grow back. It grew back before. It'll grow back again. And so I was like, okay, we'll just cut it. So I asked hubby to go ahead and cut it. He's like, babe, honestly, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't know how to cut hair. Never cut hair before. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, babe, let me tell you something. Just do it. Just do it. Just do what you need to do. I'm not gonna be mad. Just do what you need to do because I need this hair gone. I've already messed up too far. There's no going back. You have to do it. And he's like, okay. So he starts cutting, and then y'all, I noticed in his face, I was like, why do you look like that? He was like, I went a little low. I was like, how bad is it? How bad is it? Because we weren't supposed to go to the scalp low. Like, I just needed just a little bit. And he was like, babe. I was like, let me see. So I turned around, and y'all, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. This was unintentional. It wasn't supposed to be like this. But you know what? I was like, it is what it is. Like, I mean, he did warn me, but I wasn't supposed to be like this. So yeah, here we are, scalp bald headed. I'm probably gonna go to the barbershop and have them help me kind of maybe just, actually no, I might do it myself. But yeah, that's how we ended up here. But yeah, so I ended up just cutting off the rest of it. I'm not really too attached to it. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I'm really excited to kind of see where this new look is gonna take me. I have a specific lipstick that I wanted to show y'all. I used this one just because I knew it was going to be easier for me to transfer onto my face, but the actual lipstick that I wanted to try on, the red one, is by, let me just get it for you, girl. Hold on. This is the Black-owned, cruelty-free makeup brand, The Lip Bar. They specialize in lipsticks specifically, and I've got this in the color Hot Mama. Let me tell you something. This was the one I wanted to use originally for the makeup look, but because it's so matte, I didn't think it was going to transfer on my lips. I mean, on my skin the way I wanted it to for like the look. But now that I think about it, I literally could have just used this to draw on, which I might, because I feel like I kind of lost some of it over here. So I might add it on, but we'll see. But let me just put this baby on for you, because this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on off camera just because it'll be a lot easier and y'all don't have to sit here and watch me struggle. So I'll be back. So I'm back with my lashes on, hunty. Yes. I feel like this look is missing something, so I'm going to feeling like adding some dots. I'm obsessed with dots. Actually, no. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little heart on my lip. Just a little attention to detail. So if you see them, you're looking really close and you better be my man. I'm kind of obsessed with this look. I'm gonna try to blend everything else out. Yes, honey. And there we go.